Every empire you see today once existed only in someone's imagination. It didn't start with millions of dollars, thousands of employees, or fancy offices. It started with a small step taken by someone who dared to believe in something bigger than themselves. In a world that waits for the perfect time, winners don't wait. They start small, they dream beyond limits, and they move faster than doubt can catch them. Because success doesn't come to those who hesitate, it comes to those who begin, believe, and boldly move forward. Every great achievement you see in the world today, every successful business, every groundbreaking invention, every movement that changed lives, started as nothing more than a seed. A seed is small, fragile, and often overlooked. But hidden inside it is the potential to grow into something far greater than anyone can imagine. The same is true for your dreams. Too often, people look at their current situation and think, I'm too small to make a difference, or I don't have enough resources to start. But they forget that even the tallest tree in the forest was once just a tiny seed buried in the soil, unseen and unnoticed. What matters most is not how big you are when you start, but whether you have the courage to plant yourself in the ground and begin the journey. The seed doesn't grow overnight. It faces storms, harsh winds, and scorching sun. It takes time, patience, and resilience. In the same way, your path to success will be filled with challenges that test your strength. People might doubt you. Circumstances might push you to quit. But just like the seed pushes through the darkness of the soil to reach the sunlight, you too must push through your struggles to reach your potential. The magic of a seed lies in its growth. It doesn't remain small forever. With care, focus, and consistent effort, it expands, strengthens, and transforms into something powerful. This is the journey of every dreamer who dares to start small. They begin with what they have, they nurture their vision, and they never stop moving forward. Remember, size is not the measure of success, growth is. You might be starting with a simple idea, a small team, or limited skills today, but with the right mindset, dedication, and speed, you can grow into something extraordinary. So plant your seed now. Don't wait for the perfect season because it may never come. Start where you are with what you have. And let your determination be the sunlight and water that makes your dream grow. The world's biggest giants weren't born big, they grew that way. And your seed could be the next giant the world will one day look up to. Every great journey begins with knowing exactly where you want to go. Without a clear destination, even the fastest ship will drift aimlessly in the ocean. This is why clarity of vision is the foundation of every extraordinary success story. It's not just about having a dream. It's about having a dream so big that it shakes you to your core yet pulls you forward with unstoppable excitement. A powerful vision does two things. It scares you and it excites you. The fear comes from knowing that your dream will demand more from you than you've ever given before. It will challenge your limits, push you beyond your comfort zone, and require sacrifices. But the excitement comes from knowing that if you achieve it, your life and possibly the lives of countless others will never be the same again. When you have clarity of vision, you make decisions differently. You stop wasting time on distractions. You stop listening to voices that tell you it can't be done. Your focus sharpens like a laser, and every step you take moves you closer to the future you've imagined. Without that clarity, it's easy to fall into the trap of chasing opportunities that look good, but don't truly align with your purpose. The truth is, most people don't fail because they lack talent or resources. They fail because they lack a clear, compelling vision to guide them. A clear vision acts like a compass. Even when storms come and the path gets hard, it reminds you why you started and keeps you moving in the right direction. To build this clarity, you have to ask yourself powerful questions. What do I really want? Why does it matter to me? Who will benefit if I succeed? The answers will light a fire in you that no setback can extinguish. Once you see your vision clearly, protect it. Don't let fear talk you out of it. Don't shrink it to fit someone else's expectations. Let it be bold. Let it be bigger than you. And most importantly, let it be so compelling that you wake up every morning ready to chase it, no matter how far it feels. Because when your vision is both terrifying and thrilling, you've found the dream worth fighting for. In today's world, speed is not just an advantage, it's a necessity. Ideas are everywhere, but execution is rare. The truth is, the faster you act on your ideas, the faster you discover what works and what doesn't. While others are still talking, planning, or waiting for the right moment, you could already be making progress, learning lessons, and gaining ground. Speed gives you momentum. When you take action quickly, you don't give fear time to take root. You don't allow doubt to whisper, maybe this won't work. You move before hesitation can paralyze you. And even if your first step isn't perfect, you've already learned something valuable that can guide your next move. The world is constantly changing, markets shift, opportunities appear and disappear, and trends rise and fall. If you move too slowly, you risk being left behind by those who acted while you were still thinking. The faster you act, the faster you can adapt to changes, adjust your strategy, and stay ahead. But speed doesn't mean recklessness. It means moving forward decisively with the knowledge you have now, knowing that you can improve along the way. Waiting for perfect conditions is the fastest way to kill an idea. Conditions will never be perfect, but momentum creates its own opportunities. Think about it. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history didn't come from perfect plans. They came from people willing to act fast, make mistakes, and adjust as they went. Every step, even the wrong ones, brings you closer to success because it teaches you something standing still never will. Speed also sends a message to yourself and to others that you are serious about your goals. It builds confidence. It attracts people who want to be part of your journey. It creates a rhythm that turns small actions into unstoppable progress. So stop waiting for the right time. There is no perfect time. There is only now. Start with what you have where you are, and let your speed be your competitive advantage. Because in a world where everyone has ideas, the ones who move first win. And every moment you delay is a moment someone else is turning your idea into their success. We often overestimate what we can achieve in a day and underestimate what we can achieve in a year. The truth is, success is rarely built in one giant leap. It's built through countless small steps taken consistently over time. Every major accomplishment you see today is the result of steady progress, not sudden luck. It's easy to get caught up in the idea of overnight success, but what people don't see are the years of quiet effort behind the scenes. The small choices, the daily habits, the minor adjustments, they are the bricks that build the foundation of greatness. When you take small steps every day, two powerful things happen. First, you build momentum. Even the tiniest progress fuels your motivation to keep going. Second, you create lasting change. Sudden, massive efforts can burn you out, but steady, manageable actions are sustainable. Think of it like planting seeds in a garden. One seed might not seem like much, but if you plant one every day, your garden will eventually be overflowing. The same applies to your skills, your business, your health, or your relationships. Tiny improvements compound into extraordinary results. The beauty of small steps is that they remove excuses. You don't need to have all the resources. You don't need perfect conditions. You simply need to do something, anything that moves you closer to your goal. Over time, these small actions accumulate into a force too powerful to ignore. The key is consistency. Doing something once makes little difference. Doing it every day creates transformation. Read 1 page a day, and in a year you'll have read 365 pages. Save a small amount regularly, and soon you'll have a fun that seemed impossible at the start. Make one new connection each week, and before long, your network will open doors you never imagined. Big impact comes from persistence, not perfection. Don't be discouraged if your progress feels slow. What matters is that you're moving forward. A single drop of water can't carve through rock, but drops falling over years can create valleys. So start now, start small, and keep going. Because one day, you'll look back and realize that those small, almost invisible steps created the biggest change of your life. In the race towards success, speed matters, but preparation matters even more. Moving fast is powerful, but moving fast without direction can lead you straight into failure. That's why the smartest way to get ahead is to first build your foundation with knowledge, and then move with confidence. Think of building a skyscraper. Before the first floor rises, there's a deep foundation beneath the ground that no one sees. Without that foundation, the tallest building will collapse under its own weight. Your dreams work the same way. The more solid your base of knowledge, the stronger you'll stand when challenges come. Learning before you leap doesn't mean waiting forever. It means preparing yourself so you can leap further stronger and smarter. It means studying your field, understanding your competition, learning from the failures of others, and mastering the skills you'll need when the real test arrives. The most successful people aren't just fast movers, they are fast learners. They know that every book they read, every conversation with a mentor, every skill they master is sharpening their edge. Knowledge turns uncertainty into confidence, and confidence turns hesitation into action. But beware of the trap of over-preparing. Some people spend their entire lives gathering knowledge without ever using it. They keep waiting for the perfect moment, which never comes. Preparation should be a launching pad, not a hiding place. The goal is to learn enough to take action, and then keep learning as you go. Every challenge you face will require quick decisions, and knowledge is the compass that keeps you moving in the right direction. When you know your craft, you act with authority. When you understand the risks, you navigate them with precision. The truth is, confidence doesn't come from believing you can do something. It comes from knowing you've prepared yourself to do it. And that kind of confidence is unshakable. So before you leap into your next big move, take the time to learn. Study the path ahead. Equip yourself with the tools, the skills, and the wisdom to handle whatever comes. Then, when it's time to jump, you won't just be hoping for success, you'll be ready to claim it. Because the right knowledge doesn't just give you wings, it teaches you exactly how to fly. The world never stands still, and neither can you. Change is constant. Markets shift, technology evolves, and life throws challenges when you least expect them. In this fast-moving reality, survival is not about being the biggest or the strongest. It's about being the most adaptable. Those who cling to the old way of doing things risk being left behind. But those who embrace change, adjust their strategies, and see obstacles as opportunities are the ones who not only survive but thrive. Adaptability is not weakness. Look at nature. The river flows around rocks, finding new paths to keep moving forward. Trees bend with the wind to avoid breaking. In the same way, your ability to adjust when circumstances shift will determine how far you can go. Challenges are not there to stop you, they are there to shape you. A sudden setback can be the push you need to innovate. A failed plan can lead you to a better one. A changing market can open a door to a new audience you never considered before. Every difficulty hides an opportunity for growth, but only if you're willing to look for it. Adaptability requires humility. It means admitting that your current way might not be the best way. It means staying open to feedback, new ideas, and fresh perspectives. The moment you think you know it all is the moment you stop growing. But adaptability also requires courage. Change is uncomfortable. It pushes you out of the familiar and into the unknown. Yet, that is where breakthroughs happen. Growth doesn't live in your comfort zone. It lives in the space where you are forced to adjust, rethink, and reinvent yourself. In a changing world, flexibility is the key to resilience. The people who succeed long-term are not those who avoid change. They are the ones who ride it like a wave, using its power to propel them forward. So, when life shifts unexpectedly, don't fight it, flow with it. Ask yourself, how can I use this to my advantage? And you'll find that every twist in the road can lead you closer to your dreams. Because those who adapt don't just survive the storm, they learn how to dance in the rain. No dream is achieved alone. Behind every great leader, every successful business, and every remarkable achievement is a group of people who shared the vision, believed in the mission, and poured their energy into making it real. Your team, whether it's 2 people or 200, can be the deciding factor between failure and success. The people you choose to surround yourself with will shape your future. If they share your vision, they will lift you higher. If they drain your energy, they will slow you down. That's why it's critical to choose your circle wisely. You need people who don't just nod along, but truly believe in what you're building. People who will challenge you when you're wrong, encourage you when you're tired, and celebrate with you when you win. When you value your people, you create loyalty. You show them that they are not just workers, they are partners in the journey. Recognition, respect, and trust are more powerful than money when it comes to inspiring a team. When people feel valued, they give their best, not because they have to, but because they want to. Energy is contagious. If you surround yourself with people who are driven, optimistic, and committed, their energy will fuel yours. Likewise, negativity spreads just as fast, so protect your environment. One toxic person can poison an entire culture. Valuing your people also means investing in them. Give them opportunities to grow, learn, and take on responsibilities. Believe in their potential even when they doubt themselves. When they see that you care about their success, they will care about yours. Remember, your vision might be yours alone at the start, but for it to grow, it must become our vision. Great leaders are not those who stand above their team, but those who stand with them, inspiring them to give their all because they feel part of something bigger than themselves. So choose your people with care. Lift them, listen to them, and let them know they matter. Because when you value your people, they will move mountains for you. And in the end, it's not just your vision that will succeed, it's your team's victory, and that's what makes the journey truly worth it. Perfection is a beautiful goal, but it's also a dangerous trap. Too many dreams die before they ever begin because someone was waiting for the perfect moment, the perfect skill set, or the perfect plan. The truth is, perfection is not the starting point, it's the byproduct of persistence. If you wait until everything is flawless, you will be waiting forever. Conditions will never be ideal. You will never feel fully ready. The people who succeed are not the ones who start perfectly, they are the ones who start, period. They take the first step with what they have, where they are, and they improve as they go. Persistence means showing up again and again, even when you stumble. It means accepting that mistakes are not signs of failure, they are stepping stones to mastery. Every great artist, athlete, and entrepreneur began with rough drafts, missed shots, and flawed attempts. But because they kept going, those rough beginnings turned into polished excellence. When you focus on persistence, you shift your mindset from, I must be perfect, to, I must keep moving forward. This removes the fear of making mistakes, because mistakes become lessons. Each attempt teaches you something new, and with every lesson you get better. Perfectionism, on the other hand, paralyzes you. It convinces you that you're not good enough to start, so you don't start at all. And while you wait for perfect, someone else with less talent, but more persistence is out there, turning your idea into their success story. Remember, the world doesn't reward the person who almost started. It rewards the one who had the courage to try, fail, learn, and try again. Progress comes from movement, and movement comes from persistence. So start now, launch the project, share the idea, take the shot. Your first attempt won't be perfect, and that's okay, because the magic happens in the process, not in the waiting. One day, when you've reached your goal, people will look at your work and call it perfect. But you'll know the truth. It wasn't perfection that got you there. It was your refusal to quit. Persistence builds success. Perfection only dreams about it. Every person who has ever achieved something remarkable has one thing in common: they've faced setbacks. Failure is not a sign that you're on the wrong path. It's proof that you're moving, trying, and reaching beyond your comfort zone. The difference between those who give up and those who succeed is simple. Successful people turn their setbacks into fuel. When you fail, you have two choices. You can let it break you, or you can let it build you. Every mistake carries a lesson. Every rejection carries a redirection. The people who rise to the top don't avoid failure. They embrace it as part of the journey. Think about it. Failure strips away illusions. It shows you what doesn't work so you can focus on what does. It strengthens your resilience, sharpens your problem-solving skills, and forces you to grow in ways comfort never could. Setbacks are like weights in the gym. They're heavy, they're uncomfortable, and they make you sweat. But with each lift, you grow stronger. Without resistance, there is no strength. Without setbacks, there is no progress. The truth is, every success story you admire is built on a foundation of failures. Businesses have launched and collapsed before they found their winning model. Athletes have lost countless games before becoming champions. Inventors have faced repeated flops before creating breakthroughs that changed the world. The key is perspective. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" start asking, "What is this trying to teach me?" That shift turns frustration into focus and pain into purpose. When you extract the lesson from each failure, you get closer to your goal, not further away. And here's the magic. Every time you overcome a setback, your confidence grows. You start to realize that nothing can truly stop you. That's when you become unstoppable, not because you never fall, but because you never stay down. So the next time you face a setback, don't see it as the end. See it as the fire that will forge you into someone stronger, wiser, and more determined. Because failure doesn't mean you're done. It means you're one step closer to the victory you've been working for. Success is not the end of the journey. It's just another step. Too many people work tirelessly to reach a goal only to slow down or stop entirely once they get there. They forget that the same hunger that fueled their rise is the fuel they must keep burning to go even further. Keeping the fire alive means never becoming complacent. No matter how much you've achieved, there is always room to grow, improve, and reach new heights. The moment you believe you've made it is the moment you start losing the edge that got you there in the first place. Growth is a lifelong process. The world changes, opportunities shift, and new challenges appear. If you stop learning, you fall behind. But when you maintain that same curiosity, ambition, and drive you had at the beginning, you stay ahead, not just in achievement, but in fulfillment. Think of the most accomplished people in any field. They don't rest on their past victories. They continue to innovate, push boundaries, and set new goals. They understand that yesterday's success doesn't guarantee tomorrow's relevance. Keeping the fire alive also means staying connected to your why. What made you start? What made you fight through the hard days? That same purpose can keep you moving even when the comfort of success tempts you to slow down. Purpose is the oxygen to your fire. It keeps it burning bright. It's also about staying humble. No matter how far you've come, remember there's always someone to learn from and something new to master. Humility keeps you open to growth, while pride can close the door to it. And don't forget, your fire doesn't just burn for you. It inspires those around you. When your team, your family, or your community sees that you're still pushing, still striving, still hungry, they feel that energy. It becomes contagious. So celebrate your victories, yes, but don't set up camp there. Set your sights on the next mountain, the next challenge, the next dream, because the day you stop growing is the day you start fading. Success is not about how high you've climbed, it's about how much further you're willing to go. And as long as you keep the fire alive, there will always be another summit waiting for you to conquer. You've heard it, start small, think big, and move fast. Build your vision so clear that it excites and scares you at the same time. Move with speed. But remember that small, consistent steps create the biggest impact. Learn before you leap, but never wait forever to begin. Stay adaptable, value your people, and choose persistence over perfection. When setbacks come, use them as fuel, and above all, keep the fire alive. Because the truth is, there will never be a perfect time, a perfect path, or a perfect plan. There will only be now. And the ones who win in life are not the ones who wait, they are the ones who start, grow, adapt, and never stop. So plant your seed, nurture your dream, surround yourself with those who believe in it, and keep moving forward no matter how many times you fall. One day, you will look back and realize that the small steps you took, the risks you embraced, and the fire you refused to let die built something far greater than you ever imagined. The world doesn't belong to those who dream about it. It belongs to those who dare to make it happen. And today, that can be you.